Uh, serious and silliness bodybuilding. All right, Lead Priest is on his way. Xavier, if you are watching, I sent you the link if you wanna join us. So that is cool in the gang. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is cool and had a good weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. It was the wife's birthday, which is why I really couldn't do a wrap up on the Detroit Pro because we were out Saturday night. Doing eating, drinking, celebrating the wife's birthday. So that was that. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get to a recap of what happened to the Detroit Pro, but at least we're going to be doing it today. And here he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Lee Priest.
Now, if this keeps dropping out, my internet, they've been having problems with it in the area. And there you go, you just dropped out already.
How you doing, man?
I tell you, living on the phone. What are you drinking there? That looks like pink gin.
No, this is just regular. I ran out of Diet Coke, so this is the sugar-free lemonade in China.
I've switched over to orange gin and zero sugar Fanta.
Really? Fanta? Who's your Fanta? Xavier's joining us in a little bit.
11:30, and I'm drinking gin for you.
You fucking lush.
But people say, Lee, that's early. But you got to remember, I've been up since 3:15.
That's true. Yeah. What time do you normally?
I've mowed half a yard there. I've cooked apricot chicken for dinner. I got the dog's food cooking. I've fucking done a lot today.
I know. Now, what time do you go to bed?
About 8:30.
Do you really go to bed that late? See, I don't go to bed till like 11ish.
No.
And I'm up.
If I wasn't like getting up at 3:30, I'd stay up later. But when that alarm goes off at 3:30, you're like, oh, holy fucking hell, another day's begun. And the thing is, I woke up at 2, and I'm like, oh shit, I got to get up in another hour or so. So I don't really sleep. You just sort of laying there.
I hear you, homie. I hear you.
You hear me, bro? You hear me?
I hear you, bro. I hear you. Loud and clear.
Pound, mate, pound.
Exactly. I know.
Pound me, nigga. Pound me, nigga. Don't leave me hanging, motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Right.
I think Xavier from Desktop is going to join us in a few minutes. And we got, I was out this weekend.
He just left me hanging like a black back in the 20s.
Listen, it is what it is, man. You know, sometimes Coke and Pepsi need to pull Fanta aside and have a conversation with him. Tell him to chill out on Fanta. We'll be dead.
What's the difference between? I've never noticed Fanta and Sunkist. They taste very similar.
I don't think I'm not a big Fanta person. And when I usually do soda, I usually do like regular cola. You
like the grape soda.
No, I'm not. And I'm not into the grape soda too much. The Welch's.
Well, us blacks, we like the grape soda.
yeah. So this weekend I wasn't able to do a recap of the Detroit Pro because we were out because it was my wife's birthday and we were celebrating the wife's birthday.
Did you give it to her? Did you pound the pussy?
Oh yeah, I was boom. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Yeah, all night long. It was insane.
You went in her like you're going to work in the sewer pipe.
Yeah. No, we went out to dinner. You know, we had a few.
What did it consist of?
We went to this nice Italian restaurant. You know, we had
how shocking that must
be. yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, we had some fried calamari. We had some eggplant rollatini. You know, what else?
Was the eggplant the appetizer? Then the main meal was.
I had some stuffed chicken, and she had some kind of fish. I don't know.
Why is it bodybuilders when they go out and eat, even if you're not eating clean, you try and eat somewhat clean? Did you pick the chicken because it's fucking chicken and it's like...
No, well, it's stuffed chicken and it had like nice prosciutto and mozzarella and Parmesan cheese. Nice. It was nice. It was nice. What?
Did you have dessert?
So yes, we did actually, because they brought a birthday thing, you know. So it was like
birthday and embarrassing.
They sang birthday. Yeah. with the one candle. It was like a chocolate chip.
Everyone's
Ice.
and you just sliding under the table.
Yeah.
You know, when they do that to me, what I start doing is I just start singing and looking at somebody else. Happy. It's another person.
You're fucked. You got problems.
But if there's only two people, it's hard to get away with that.
Yeah, I know. Shall we? Did you get a chance to see the results of the Detroit Pro?
As a matter of fact, I did.
Okay, I thought so.
I did, yes, I'm up on all this.
Look at that! I actually got
King of Detroit was William Bonnick when they had that little pose down at the end.
That's right. That's right. Oh wait, before we get into the Detroit Pro, Loho asked.
Wilkins still sucks.
What'd you say?
And Tim Wilkins still sucks.
Yeah, he sucks dick. Loho asked, "What's your favorite Jackass prank?" Well, Loho, my favorite Jackass prank. Funny that you should ask that. Is when they play pin the tail on the donkey with a real donkey. do you remember that one?
One of them got kicked. One of them got kicked.
Yeah, and he's blindfolded. He's got the cup on, right? And he's trying to pin the tail on the donkey, and the donkey just, and it's just hilarious. You got to watch it.
Didn't they play that game once, but with the actual person, and they're trying to pin the tail on someone's ass?
No, it was basically just a sheet with a donkey's butt, and whoever got close.
I thought Jackass people did it when they actually tried to pin the tail on one of the other members on his ass, like pin it in his ass.
Maybe, I don't know, but there was a lot of Jackass stunts that were really funny. But that one was my favorite because he's like stumbling. He's so scared he's stumbling, and then when the donkey kicks him in the nuts, he goes, "Okay, I don't want to do that anymore. If that's okay." And yeah, actually, it was the Lamborghini tooth one was the same guy. It was the same guy. I don't know who the guy's name is, but he had his tooth pulled out by the Lambo. Do you remember that?
I didn't watch all of them. I watched every now and then. I wasn't really big up on him.
Mine, the bull with the four. Yeah, that was actually high five. The bull with the four on the attraction.
I'm surprised a lot of them aren't dead.
One guy is dead.
Oh yeah.
And the other guy
but he didn't die. He didn't die from one of the stunts, though, did he?
No, he overdosed. No, he died in a car accident.
Yeah.
That's it. I died in a car accident.
And you figure all that shit they used to do in golf carts and stuff, and come near death, he dies in a car accident.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. Well, I think he had a Porsche, and he was driving crazy, and he was
doing the old Paul Walker.
Yeah.
Paul
the
Walker
last time
when he crashed, though, that's what sucks about that.
Yeah, the last movie they did, well, with a lot of stunts, it was Adventure Park or something like that, and it was a fake story based on a real park. And the real park was in Jersey. It was called Action Park, and Action Park was getting their ass kicked by Great Adventure all the time. So, yeah, exactly. It's kind of like that. So the people that owned Action Park in the 70s and 80s, they decided, you know what? We're not gonna pull any punches. This is gonna be the craziest, and there were crazy, crazy rides. And they would have ambulances there every day. People were getting hurt.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm just getting a guest. I'm getting a guest for the show.
Who's the guest?
Who's the guest?
Yeah. Wow, what is that?
Hello.
Is that supposed to be Tim?
That's Basil. That's Basil Brush.
Who?
Hello. Oh, Mr. Derek.
I guess you have different. Who the fuck is that? An actual?
If you Google Basil Brush, he was like a TV show, and he used to be so fucking rude. He'd be like a puppet. Like, oh, Mr. Derek. He's like, ooh, pardon me. He'd be like almost like an Alf type sort of character on a show.
When was it a show in Australia?
I think it might have been English.
Oh, I don't remember that shit. I wasn't.
But it was very rude, but it would go over kids' heads. But it was very
Basil Brush.
rude.
Oh yeah, there he is, Basil Brush.
Some of the shit he would say.
Holy shit!
some of the shit he'd say. Oh, Mr. Derek. Well,
You know,
pardon me.
yeah. Basil Brush is a fictional fox and glove puppet character who has appeared on British children's television in animated shorts, books, and comics. Oh,
Well, hello,
well,
John. How are you today, John?
welcome, Mr.
You
Basil
having-
Brush. I can't believe I got to talk to a goddamn puppet. Do you believe
This
this?
is a very good show, Mr. John. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, you're very. Why do I have to do this?
Talk to me, John, just because I'm a puppet and I got something up my ass. What's wrong with you?
I need normal friends. I need,
What? You talk
remember
to me, John.
remember the thing I sent you on WhatsApp today? Forget it. Forget I said it. I got to talk to a goddamn hand puppet. Oh, shit. Anyway.
Hey, you don't see this on Cutler Cast.
No, that's for sure.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
That's why people like the entertainment here.
Oh, okay. Basil Brush. We didn't have Basil Brush. We had Lamb Chop.
I'm watching you, John. Be careful what you say. Is this thing on? Hello? Hello,
Yes,
anyone?
it's on. Yes, I hear you. I see you and I hear you.
Okay. Nice talking to you, John. Nice talking to you.
Basil Brush, would you get the fuck out of here? I got serious stuff I got to talk about.
Dude, listen to him talk like that.
It's such a dick. Why do I have to do this? So where's Xavier? Somebody save me. I can't.
Now, don't be rude to him. That's what I
Oh, here he is. He says Xavier's 3 minutes away. Please, Xavier, please help me.
Well, John,
I
why
can't
ask you
talk to-
talk like that to me, John?
Because
Don't be like that, John. John? John? Hello?
Come on, Dick. I need Lee Priest because we have to talk about the Detroit Pro.
John, let's get back to the Detroit Pro. I'll just sit here and listen. Okay, John? Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, I
What
know
happened
he's-
with K? Oh,
he's
yeah.
very
What happened?
rude. He's very rude. I know. It's okay.
Oh, he's a nasty bastard. What happened with the Casey's Wife podcast or whatever it is?
You know, I emailed them and we had the Zoom pre-show thing like a day or two before.
Yeah.
Just everything worked and went over what the topics were going to be.
Uh-huh.
And then the day before I emailed just saying, okay, is it going ahead? Because they said they'll pay you the day before. And because I didn't get paid, I wasn't sure. I emailed them. Then the day they didn't contact me, so I emailed them back and said, I find this very unprofessional that I changed my whole day to come on this show and you can't even write back to me. So I'm thinking the manager guy who booked me probably said, this is who we got on. She probably did a big, let me look into him and, you know, get some background and probably went, Matt, you're fired because I haven't heard back from the manager.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Seems
probably.
a bit weird, doesn't it?
What story do you think it was? Where your dick wouldn't go down and he had to drain in the hospital, or do you think it was the? No, you don't think that was that one.
I told worse than that, so it could have been many.
Well, it definitely wasn't the gay one because they're probably really fucking liberal on that side on that channel.
No, I think they are. They got my Obama and all them people on. You know, my type of humor and how I carry on wouldn't be too good.
Yeah, they definitely looked into you and they were like, "Oh no, not this guy." Did you guys see the Fall Guy movie? No, I did not see the Fall Guy movie. No, I tried watching Mobland with Tom Hardy on. It's fucking terrible. I shut it off.
Movie? Oh, that's a movie, isn't it?
It's a show. No, it's a show on Universal. I shut it off.
But that's not the one. I thought hasn't De Niro got a new movie coming out? Or
Yeah, that one really took a shit. Really, really bad.
well, he took a shit ever since he started. I punched Trump in the mouth and he's fucking carrying on like a fucking.
Opening weekend was it 2 weekends ago? Not this weekend. That passed the weekend before that. It was called the Alto Kings. Opening weekend, it made $5 million worldwide.
Oh fuck! Worse than Disney. Worse than
Worse.
Snow White.
But you know, it was like 50 million to make, and then that doesn't include the advertising. So you're looking at 75 to 100 million, give or take. They made $5 million.
But I'm all for people having opinions and shit, but when you're an actor, you act. Just shut up. Don't tell us how you feel about Trump or whatever. Or when they get these people in like Taylor Swift or these other people like vote for this, but no, shut up. Just if you're an actor, why would you want to? Because like I said, everyone loved De Niro, but since De Niro did that, he lost so many fans. So look, I understand you can pick sides and that, but it's best just to be neutral and just say nothing at all, other than alienate half your fan base.
Yeah, and De Niro's career has been, on the downside since, I don't know, when was the last thing he did? He did a funny movie about 10 years ago with who's that good-looking kid that just did the wrestling movie?
Lee Priest.
No, professional wrestling. Where he played like Bad Grandpa or something like that.
Oh yeah, the guy that was in Baywatch. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
him.
That was
he looks a bit different now because people are making fun of him, but he actually had a car accident, had to get his face reconstructed.
Who did?
That guy.
Really?
What's his name? What's his name now? I just saw him. But that's why his cheeks look different. Like it looks like he's got implants.
Really? Zac Efron. That's right. Thank you, John.
He was in a car accident. He had to get his face reconstructed.
Really?
Yeah.
And he's still good looking, that prick.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, really. I hate that bastard.
Look at me, John. I'm very good looking too. I'm good looking for a fox, John.
You're a good looking fox.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Zac Efron. That's his name. All right. Let's dive into the Detroit Pro.
Calm down. He gets excited when you talk about pro shows.
Really? Does he?
Oh, yeah.
First thing I got to say is that Fuad did a good job.
Very good. Very good. And the background. I saw some people were talking about it again. It's not hard to do it pre-judging. Yes, the finals, you can add the spectacular sponsors and that. But even the Olympia, if there's 3 or 4 people, that's the only place you got to keep black. You can put sponsors up the side, across the top, down that side. But where the athletes stand, behind them, keep it black. You can have your black technician sponsors lights going on all around them, but where they are, keep it black. I agree, John. Shut up.
All right. Yeah, he did a really good job. It was the black background that was really good. The live feed was free, which was cool. He had, what's his name?
Ben.
He had Martin Fitzwater and Samson guest pose. Let me tell you, Martin looked fucking good.
Didn't he? Under the lights, didn't he look like the white? He looked like Snow White.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But he looked fucking good. Samson looked.
I haven't watched it yet, but I saw Matt did a thing going, no way Martin's beating Derek looking like this. I'm thinking he's still got a bit of time to get ready, so don't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Yeah, before we get on to the Pittsburgh Pro, we'll talk about that. But I think Nick Walker's got his work cut out for him at the Pittsburgh Pro, man.
Basil, get back here.
But Martin looked fucking great.
Yeah. Did you see the picture of Crizzo Good Vito doing the most muscular?
Yes, he looked insane. Now, when it came to the Detroit Pro, Bonac and Sasan looked fantastic. After that, it was all downhill.
I thought James. That's probably the best James has looked. I like James's look there. I thought
I've seen James look better than that. There was a show. There was a show that he won. Was it the Big Man a few years back? He looked fantastic. James definitely improved from the Arnold, but the difference between second and third place was drastic.
No, it wasn't. Knock it off, you.
It was. You just
you're
like
smoking, You're smoking the poo fumes. You're smoking the poo fumes in the sewers. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm telling you, it's not the no. I'm telling you, that's the truth.
You have your eyes open, John.
James Hollingshead was a distant third to Sasan.
Have you seen the score sheet?
Yes, I got it right in front of me. Actually, I don't know. Let's see.
I did
my homework this time.
Oh,
praise be to Jesus!
Holy shit!
Thank God! Oh, thank God!
Hello, Xavier. Hello there. Nice for you to join us. Hello.
Praise the Lord.
Hey, Lee.
Yeah.
Isn't that the? I don't know what that thing's called, but I saw a clip online. Have you seen that clip where that woman's talking to him on that show? It's the kid show, and he goes, "We're just simple men." Have you seen that?
No, with Basil Brush or?
Yeah. And Basil Brush goes, "We're just simple men," And there's like there's meme pages dedicated to it. I don't know. It's just a thing.
I don't know. He used to be pretty rude when I was a younger kid.
Yeah, he seemed like he would be. Like Agro's Cartoon Connection in Australia.
Basil Brush thing. I don't think they add it in the States.
Yeah.
No, it's probably above your pay grade because you're too intelligent.
Yeah, yeah, just me. Oh yeah. One thing I will not take credit for is being the smartest one of the three of us right now.
Looking at you. I'm looking at you, John.
All right, Xavier, we have a dispute going on. Do you think James Hollingshead was a distant third? I think he was a distant third from Sasan.
Distant. Come on.
Distant. I mean, I think it was pretty defined. Like first, second, third, fourth. I reckon they were all exactly in their right spots. Like
no,
it was like
yeah,
they deserved
I agree.
to all be
But,
there.
yeah, no, a question. But I thought James was a distant third.
I just want to tell you something right now as I sit here and the tide comes in. I love watching that bottom paddock just fill up with water out of nowhere. It comes through the mangroves and it fills up. And my boat that's sitting on the trailer gets full, water just comes up.
Really?
Just what
That's insane.
Okay. Thank you, Lee.
Can't believe. What's that say? Can't believe.
I've got Lee Priest live. Was just watching his video when he was in LA working out like at 3 a.m.
Oh my God.
You have a lot of fans, Lee.
Well, thank you for watching my video.
So, well, what do you think, Xavier? Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I
pull
think
up the scorecard. Is there a scorecard so we can see how?
yeah.
I think that Sass deserves second, in my opinion. But like James is one of those physiques that when you're there in person, because he's almost like Steve Kuklo, where he might not have the deepest separation, like the abs that don't like bubble out like Sass's do, and Sass has a bit more of that sort of stuff. So James has that sort of surface detail and granite hardness, but maybe like a branch had a bit. So I think James would be more impressive in person. But yeah, I still think Sass was a solid second. Yeah,
Sass. Sass. Look,
I agree.
all the placings were accurate. We got Bonac had a total of a score of 6. So Sasan had a total score of what's his name? Yeah, of 12, and James Hollingshead had a total score of 18.
Yeah, so it was all straight.
Yeah, and then the guy Ronald Gordon had a total score of 24. I just think it was. I don't know what's going on with James's midsection. You're right about that, Xavier. It's just. I don't know. He might have to go back to the drawing board. He's too young. I don't know what the deal is, but he's not.
I just don't think he has those deep abs like some people do, and when other people do, I think it just makes his look shallow. But
yeah, well, of course, it's bodybuilding. If one person has abs and the other person doesn't, that person that doesn't will lose.
I wonder if he went like full Charles Griffin. You know how he completely changed his look by doing the vacuum and being able to pull his midsection right up like crazy, because he was looking, he's looking less and less aesthetic. And if maybe James can just go, I'm just going to focus on pulling that in, do all the vacuum exercises 3 times a day. I did them for one comp and it pulled my waist in like crazy. Like
that's
really,
actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good.
Xavier. That's profound. Thank you for that bit of knowledge.
Yes.
Do you have to deal with this too, Xavier, when he's on your show?
Yeah, we do a weekly podcast, so I'm feeling more deranged by the week. So
welcome to my world.
Yeah. I see a bit of string now, and I look at it differently. Like I feel like I'm like, should I tie that to the coffee table? And no.
So, and the most disappointing, obviously, is Carlos. I don't know what's happening with him.
Oh yeah.
I know.
He left. I think I just saw a thing pop up on Instagram. He left Patrick. Was he with Patrick?
Yeah, he left Patrick Tudor. And you know who reached out to him over the weekend?
There's an idea. Why don't you do it your fucking self? There's a fucking idea.
Yeah. You know who reached out to him this weekend? Jason.
Jason.
Oh, yeah.
Arns basically said,
Jason's old school.
Yeah. He did look pretty much the same as he did at the Arnold. I'm glad he's still competing, but I was hoping to at least see him 5% better. But
the thing is, he has so much mass. If he lost just a couple of pounds of muscle,
it wouldn't fucking matter. Yeah.
If he was more shredded, he's going to look fucking bigger.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they're gonna have him on IFBB AMA at some stage this week.
That's right. Yeah,
Discussing
because
his prep and
yeah,
stuff.
for the text. Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be good because I want to hear like how far he's pushed down. Like, did he push it really hard between the comps and his body just pushed back, or did he not? Or like, I want to find out all of that stuff because obviously he has that health issue, the ulcerative colitis. Like, could that be like flared up because he tried to push down too hard and it just didn't make? You know, it's hard to know because it seemed like he didn't lose fullness, but he didn't really get too much harder. He just sort of seemed about the same as the Arnold. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know, but hopefully, hopefully maybe Ons could help him. It's up to him if he wants Ons' help or if he goes with somebody else. But we'll see.
Do it yourself. Just do it your fucking self. It's
Yeah,
not hard.
those days are over, Lee. Those days are over.
You eat fucking clean. You do your training.
I know, but
you know what gear to
the idea of a
Look in
top
the
pro
fucking
doing
mirror.
it.
How fucking hard is it? Even Basil can do it. I've done it myself before, and I come in shredded. I won the Foxy Troxy 500. Yay!
No, I get it. It's just that
No, everyone thinks they think they need a coach.
Top pros don't do it by themselves anymore. They always have a trainer. They always have a coach.
They're lazy. They think, oh, he's got a coach. I got to have a coach. I'm missing out on something. Bullshit. Do it yourself. That's where I give Sam credit. Sam still did it himself. Sure, he probably talks to Jay and other people and gets a bit of advice on different things, but come on, it's not fucking rocket science, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but
Did you have a coach, John? Did you have a coach?
Yeah. You know, Lee. You were a gifted. You were a truly gifted bodybuilder. You know?
Be gifted. It's not hard. Eat chicken breast and rice.
It's not hard. When you have somebody like Carlos, who is obviously having a hard time, he probably needs all the help he can get. You know,
coaches are fucking him up. Who knows his body better, him or the coach? If he goes to a new coach now, what's his new coach going to know about his body? Fuck all. So he's going to say, Carlos, eat this, eat that, take this. In a week's time, send me some pictures. How you doing? Okay, take this out, add this in. He can do it his fucking self by looking in the mirror and having a good trainer partner to go, hey, Carlos, I think you're a bit smooth. Maybe cut back on this. Up your cardio.
I'm not ready to jump on that train yet.
Well, you jump on it
because we've seen guys that have changed trainers and made drastic improvements. You know,
it's leaving the station. You better jump on.
You know, like Chris Aceto, who was the guy that he just helped and looked fantastic. Derek. Yeah. And he just helped Derek into Arnold Classic.
He's going to do it himself either. Come on.
I'm somewhere in between because, like, I wonder how much it is when someone starts working with a Chris Aceto or a Honey Rambod or whatever, how much that they 100% lock in because they're trying to impress that coach as well. When they're like, well, I'm fronting up $3,000 for this prep to Chris Aceto to bring me in. I better put my fucking all into it and make sure I get real gear, make sure I do everything spot on.
Yeah, if you spend that money, that might be
Yeah, because I had a mate that was coached by Aceto for a bit out here in Australia, and he was like an amateur guy that worked with me before. And when he told me what he was doing, it's like, it's quite similar, really. It's like he might do some things where he might push food a little bit more here, or he might experiment going up and down with gear or whatever, but it's sort of the same thing, but he gained more muscle. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, but he's telling me how locked in he was. So I was like, well, that might be the difference sometimes.
I like when all the Australian bodybuilders go to coaches overseas when they could ask me. Did they ever ask me? No. So fuck all the Aussie bodybuilders.
It's because you don't have a secret, Lee.
You're not a coach, Lee. You were
to get someone in shape. Look at Jake. I got him in shape. And
he won the Jake Nicolopoulos.
So best he ever looked. Best he ever felt. He was on half the gear that he was taking before I come along. John, if you want to make a comeback, I'm going to train you.
Oh, yeah, no, there's no comeback. No, forget it. I'm going to give you an indirect. I'm going to give you an indirect compliment, Lee.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Is this a backhanded one? Is this a backhanded?
Yeah, it's a backhanded compliment. The best coaches in any sport are always the most mediocre professionals. The best athletes are always the worst coaches.
That's not. How do you come
sure
up
it
with
is. Yeah, absolutely, 100% is true.
In some ways, I think you're right, John. Because like
it's
sometimes
100%.
I know I know myself, like I've got shit genetics for putting on muscle in general, but like when I was like coming up, I would do everything. I was like, my mate said, you're like a 1%er in bodybuilding because I'd take every little supplement, I'd do every little thing. I'd
You didn't
try
come
to
to me.
maximize
That's
everything.
why I failed.
If
Yeah,
you
I know, exactly.
like,
That's why-
if you look at
that's why I
if
had
you
a
look
failed
at
career.
all the top, if you look at all the top coaches, they were all mediocre bodybuilders. You Aceto, Farah, Palumbo,
Farrah
Ramrod.
got on the Olympia stage though.
Okay, yeah,
Palumbo
but
was
he's
good.
yeah.
Never got the pro card.
Yeah.
But
Charles
these,
Scott.
guys like Lee, guys like Ronnie Coleman, guys like Jay Cutler, guys like Flex, those guys are not going to be good coaches because
It could be, but you know what it is? It's just that people like Jay and Ronnie or them, they're making so much money doing other shit they don't need the coach. But if they did, they could get the best out of that person.
No, I fully disagree. I
think a lot of what coaching is.
Because if you look at that aspect in any sport, it's the same in any sport.
Yeah, because the champions are making that much money. You think LeBron?
If you look at baseball, if you look at basketball, if you look at football, all the top coaches were always mediocre players.
Yeah, because
the reason for that is the mediocre players had to make sure every I was dotted and every T was crossed in order for them to get better. If you are an exceptional athlete like a Lee Priest, like you said, it's just it just comes together like that because you are genetically gifted.
No, it doesn't, John. I had to work just as hard as everybody else.
Did you ever see? There was a
I had to do 2 to 3 hours of cardio every day, more than the other people, coaches.
It is funny though, John. John, it's real funny because I was just thinking in Australia, some of the like Australian rules coaches, and I'm not sure about the NRL so much, but some of the and like basketball, NBL, like our best ever Australian basketball player, Andrew Gaze, he went into coaching, but he sucked at coaching. Like he just wasn't good at it at all, which you'd think he'd be the best because he was into game plan, all that sort of stuff. But sometimes I think, like, I don't know about in bodybuilding coaching, it's probably totally different, but they expect like a level of where they're at, the same like work ethic and stuff, which I think sometimes is good.
And they can't. Yeah. There's also there's a human part to it, and to motivate the person. There's also you're right. There's also an understanding that not everybody, can be a fulfilling athlete like themselves, and they don't get like. There was a great show. It was called The Bronx is Burning, and it was basically about the Yankees in the 1970s. And Reggie Jackson was one of those fucking athletes where he was the most amazing batter. And he was in a slump, and the batting coach comes over to him and says to him, he starts telling him he's telling him technicalities, and he's telling him details and he's telling him technicalities, and he says to the batting coach, he goes, what was your batting average when you were playing? Whatever it was, like 230, 240. He goes, mine's been well over 300. I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Because they were just that talented that they could just do it. That's just the case of the matter. If you look at any coach in any sport, any of the great coaches, they were always mediocre athletes. Freddie Roach,
the champions are making that much money. They can't be bothered coaching.
Okay.
The media ones didn't make enough money, so they got to go into another line of business.
Well, okay. You want to go down that road? All right. Roy Jones Jr.
I'm going down it. Jump in the car. Let's go.
Roy Jones Jr. tried coaching. He was terrible. Isaiah Thomas.
Because they're not into it because they got money elsewhere.
Isaiah Thomas tried coaching. He was terrible. Just take my word for it, Lee. Just take my word.
So, Lee, do you think they're too comfortable? They're too because they got too much money,
and they're like, this guy, if he does good, he does good. If he doesn't, it doesn't matter. I've still got millions and billions of dollars from my career and Nike endorsements out. Who cares? But when you're a shit player and you don't really have that income and the sponsors like the top players do, you get into coaching, you put more into it because the better that guy does, the more money you're going to make. Where the ones at the top are like, I don't care.
Yeah, I think you have to have $1 billion to be like that, though, like Jordan or something.
Fully disagree with that.
Yeah, like you see,
and Lee, I
respect you. Birthday, you got laid, and now you're very fucking pissy.
I missed that whole thing. I respect you 100. Amazingly as a bodybuilder, but no, you
That's
just go down.
John. We don't care.
We don't. We don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, any sport, that's the case. It's just that's
Basil Brush can train you. I can train
Basil's a pussy.
The only
you talking
advantage.
to me? You talking to me? You talking to me?
So what'd you think about Bonac, and who was the guy that did the classic?
No.
Gregor? Matt Gregor?
McGregor.
Yeah.
I know
Don't you
it's
think
got GGO in the name.
Don't you think it's always going to be the case where the bodybuilder's going to, the open winner's going to
Yeah.
outmuscle?
Unless it's a Mike
I
Summerfield.
felt bad because
you
who
know,
was I listening to on a podcast, and it's pretty true because who was saying it? I can't remember. Was it on someone's podcast, and they were saying how it's good, but they don't really like it because it could be like saying they did it with the 212 and the open. You know, you've just won the 212, you're the great bodybuilder, then you go do this, and fans vote for the other person. Now all of a sudden, rather than finish on a victory, it's almost like you leave on a loss, even though it's not really counted. You still be like, oh, he just beat me. I just won, but now I'm leaving here with a loss.
Yeah. No, I thought it was pretty cool. Don't get me wrong.
Good for
you
the
know?
fans. Fans love it. So
Yeah,
if they
I
can
thought
bring
it was great.
with the fans, why not?
Fua did
an
excellent job.
Get the classic, the physique, the 212, and the open, just to do it and let the fans choose.
Why not? Just for shits and giggles, you know, and maybe put some money on the line.
The women's fucking bodybuilder's got a big enough clip. Throw her in there too.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? And when she'll swallow them all up, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Basil Brush.
Yeah, I liked it, man. I liked seeing like Bonac go against Grego because it sort of made me realize like, yeah, Grego doesn't have the thickness through the chest, and obviously Bonac's like the extreme version of that too. So I think it was a rough comparison to have him be, you know, next to such a thick dude, but a guy that's 7th in the world. You know, Bonac's 7th in the world in open, so that's a tough comparison for a classic guy. But you know, wheels wise, he looked really good. Like they were probably the two competitors that had the biggest glutes in both divisions as well. So Grego sort of matched him there, and then just from a back, obviously Grego sort of fell down. But structure wise, like that's where C-Bum did so well in the open. You know, people forget C-Bum. They go, oh, he lost to Martin, but he beat Clarita. He beat Horse MD.
C-Bum was a special guy. You know, he was a special guy.
You got to remember Mike Summerfield. Mike Summerfield took points off him.
What was the scorecard in with the runner-up with that winner there? Because it looked like it was going to be close there. So,
well, Wesley, I didn't see the scorecards actually.
I didn't see the classic scorecard, but the runner-up was what's his name? Wesley.
Yeah.
Go Wesley. Go Wesley. Go Wesley.
Did you see the Brazil lineup came out today and Vito? Yeah, it's small, and I didn't see good Vito on there either.
Well, no, I think he's still doing it, but he's on the lineup. But trash! I don't even know these guys. There's like 4 people doing it.
Yeah, it's just 6 Brazilians and a Paraguayan.
Say that again, Blee.
I got my pro card. I can go in it and place 50 if there's only 4 in it.
You probably win this fucking show.
And
you'll be the only one not from South America.
Lee got 5th in the Arnold Classic. Doesn't matter how bad I look, I got 5th.
Yeah, there's 7 competitors that nobody knows.
Now, why do you think no Americans are doing it?
Probably because they don't want to be they don't want to travel to Brazil, or maybe they're kind of already established that they're doing other shows. They already planned out. Who the hell knows? This always happens. This always happens when, you know, it's like, you know, they pick in they pick the shows that they're going to do, and then they kind of stick to that, you know, that strategy, you know. Yeah. Speaking of big glutes, whatever happened to that guy? What he used to compete a few years ago. He used to come in shredded, and his glutes were like enormous.
He rolled his glutes.
What?
Like, did he roll his glutes like Lucas Osladil? Is that the guy you're talking about?
Whatever happened to him?
Yeah. He just retired.
Really?
I saw a photo of him downsized, like a couple of years after his last show. Pretty recent, I think, like maybe 6 months ago. Yeah, much smaller, but he looked healthy. Like, it was like, well, that's probably the way to retire, you know?
Yeah.
But it's funny, these pros, their heads look massive once they downsize.
I know.
You know?
Yeah,
Like it doesn't look right, and it's just you're not used to seeing them that size. But if you just saw him randomly, you just go, oh yeah, he's a regular in shape dude. But yeah, now it just looks like his head's overblown.
Sergio is doing FIBO.
Sergio looks good.
He's not doing Brazil. He looks excellent.
James and Bob are doing that too.
Oh yeah, that's
Bonek's
right.
in or not.
Yeah, I think Bonek is doing it. Yeah,
because they're both with Boss of Outlaw, and I'm pretty sure their sponsor is going to be at FIBO ESN, so I think they're both doing it.
Yeah. What are you eating now? What's going on over there?
That's boysenberry, isn't it? Or strawberry?
Well, we lost him.
Yeah, he spilt the ice cream on his computer.
Yeah,
clearly.
Where'd you go, Lee? We need you back.
He probably got a phone call or something.
Yeah, I don't think the list for Germany came out yet for FIBO yet, but we know there he is. But we know Sergio is doing it. He does look good.
Yeah, I'm excited for that show, man. Like that's gonna be good. Like we've got a lot of really cool shows coming up.
Yeah,
like with like you think about all of them, man, and how it's gonna roll. Like the guys are gonna roll into one show, then the next, and the next, and the next, because you've got. Obviously, like in that Pittsburgh show, man, like I think even I saw on one of Fuad's podcasts, Stefan said maybe like Regan's doing that too. So you think about the amount of names that aren't qualified for the Olympia. Regan, Nick Walker, Mikael Krizo,
Tony
and Martin. And the thing is, Martin and Derek already qualified for the Olympia. Just say they won the New York Pro, in combination, and the Pittsburgh, that takes away 2 qualifications, and then all those other guys, they have to roll into shows after that. So I think everyone thought like the Legion and the Cali would be the easier shows to qualify at, but I bet you anything some of those guys jump into those shows and take those qualifications, maybe away from like a Tony O'Burton, who's sort of predicted to
you know who I want to see get back on stage? Justin Shire.
Yeah, I saw a physique update from him today, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Lee.
Yes, I had a phone
We talked about bodybuilding. We talked about bodybuilding. We covered the Detroit Pro. We will now focus on you. Okay?
Yeah,
what kind of ice cream? What kind of ice cream are you eating?
That's strawberry and cream drumstick.
Doesn't look bad. I'm pretty hungry at the moment.
That's it.
Did
you get your drink ready? Did you?
Lee's going into ASMR and
out of all the greatest bodybuilders in the world, the one that likes to come on my show is a goddamn.
You fucked up inviting me on, didn't you?
Yeah, I can't get rid of you now. You're like a fungus.
I saw a thing the other day. It just reminded me when Lee's eating that ice cream cone. Someone opened up a packet of it must have been like basically like lolly sort of things that are full of like THC, and they have like a thing where they're opening it and eating these like lollies that look like little ice cream cones, and it said we misread.
I like them
with THC in them.
No, not THC. No,
the sherbet ones.
Oh, they're my favourite. The marshmallow and sherbet in the bottom.
Yeah. I don't know if they're Australian or American, but anyway.
In the bottom. Put cocaine.
They had those and they were full of THC, but they says, we misread the packet. It's 100 milligrams instead of 10. So I don't know how many they had, but it showed videos of them afterwards and their eyes were so red. It's like it was encompassed with just redness. They're just like, I'm just like, oh, that looks so bad. I'm like, if you had 5 of those, you'd be on another planet.
Lee, did you ever hear of this girl, Bakar? What the hell is she?
Yeah.
I think she's with Jim Reapers too, actually.
I think the girl with tattoos. Yeah.
What'd you say?
The first year when I was last year when I was at the Arnold when she was there, she was sort of annoyed that I was getting more attention than her. So they said, Lee, can you just go and take a break so she can take photos with people?
Jesus.
Oh, really?
Bakar. Okay. Bakar. What the hell is her last name?
Bakar. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't really know people by their names anymore on like Instagram and stuff. I just see their username.
What? Why is she so popular? Why does she have?
She shows her ass and vag a lot in that.
Why does she have 5.5 million
Is she
followers
South
on
American?
Instagram.
She's
Hey.
the chick that has tattoos and stuff and has big legs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but there's a
Yeah,
million
it's
girls.
pretty ass. Look at the pictures. That's why she's got a lot of followers. Jeez, if I had
There's a million girls.
get lots of followers.
There's a million girls on Instagram that has a big ass and big legs and looks like her.
I think
Why?
if there's some Brazil, there's lots of people in Brazil.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, is that what it is? She's Brazilian?
You know?
Yeah, Brazil's like the population of like America almost, isn't it? Like
That's,
maybe 50,
that's
100 million less.
Yeah, Brazil is.
I think Sam
Oh,
Bolton
she has. She also has an OnlyFans, by the way. Oh,
Imagine
Let's
how
see
much bank she's making then if she's got that
let's
many
see
followers
how
on
much she
Instagram.
wants. Let's see how much she gets for OnlyFans. Oh, it's free. You get it's free, and then that's how you know she's making bank. Well, the ones that do it for free, because they don't do it for free. You join for free, and then what happens is they give you a little something, and they go, "Oh, well, if you want to see the whole thing, you got to pay like $100 for the video or something like that."
You want to see me fucking finger pop myself?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. Oh, $50 for a 10-minute video of me finger popping myself. You know, they suck you in, these fucking broads. That's what happens. They fucking they suck you in, these manipulative bitches.
I wonder with like accounts like that with so many followers, like if you've got 5 point something million, right? All you need is a couple of those Saudi kings to just want to see it. You know what I mean? And be like, oh, okay, yeah, it's $100,000. I'll give you a full show. Like, you know,
Dude, there's this girl that I know, right? She single mom.
That was just my boat motor turning up.
Single, right? Xavier, single mom, big fat ass, big titties, you know, the whole deal, the big fake lips, the whole deal, right? All of a sudden, she's going to on vacation, right? She's going on vacation, right? She follows me, I follow her, and I said, where you going on vacation? She goes, I'm going to, she lives in Texas. She goes, I'm going to Lebanon. I said, you going to Lebanon? She goes, I said, what's in Lebanon? She goes, what's in Lebanon? She goes, oh, I have a wedding to go to. I said, you have a wedding to go to in Lebanon? And I was like, I don't think you have a wedding to go to in Lebanon. You probably have a guy paying for you to come out to Lebanon so we could bang your brains in. And you know, that's probably what's happening. Because when you look at her pictures, there are zero wedding pictures. And it's just her. There are zero
wedding, John.
Yeah, it's just zero wedding pictures, and it's like her in Lebanon by the beach, by the lake, by the restaurant, and she's by herself. She's always by herself. So
who's taking the photos?
Dead giveaway that she is a that she's a skanky hoe.
Oh.
Yeah, dead giveaway that she's a skanky hoe. Just
I like that word. That's something that's something that was like like a late early 2000s thing or something.
Yeah,
2005 throwback.
Skanky. Now, don't get me wrong. I
we used to have words back in the day here like bush pig. She's a bush pig.
Mm. Do you remember like we'd use words for like semen, like we'd say like sprog. That sounds so weird now. Spoof, sprog, yeah.
We call it a load.
That's so original.
The most popular word for New York Italians calling a girl is a hua. No, hua. Who like kind of like Al Pacino. Hua. Yeah, just gotta say hua.
That just reminds me of like wait, what's his name? That UFC fighter, Mauricio Shogun Hua.
Yeah, that's it. You watch The Sopranos all the time.
I respect all women. They're all beautiful and lovely. None of them are whores. Yeah.
See, I hope that podcast finds this and then get you back on for that show for saying that.
Someone in the comments, T Popper Jr. said you forgot spooge.
Spooge.
Splooge. Spooge or splooge? What? Yeah, I don't know. Load. Jizz. I don't know. I don't.
Come, semen.
Yeah, I don't really sit around thinking of names of my jism.
The blind kids. Yeah. I don't know.
What'd you say, Lee?
The blind kids. I just made that up. It's just coming.
Oh,
The blind kids.
all right. Oh, shit.
They were THC drumsticks all along.
Yeah.
That's the gin.
There you go.
Ah.
I
That actually sounds good. That orange gin with Fanta.
It's orange
Fanta's
gin.
underrated.
he does. He
I've only had like 5 shots, so it's not too bad yet.
Lee
Yeah,
definitely
Fanta feels Australian to me.
is it? Where's it?
Solo. What about Solo? You get it now, working hard. You can get it.
What the fuck is that?
That's not Solo. Solo isn't Solo. What's there?
The guy.
Do you have Solo,
the guy,
John?
Be a solo man. You got to work it hard to be a solo man. And the guy's in the kayak in the river.
Is this an old one?
You never seen the Solo Man ad? Google it,
No.
someone. John, Google it so you can keep up with us here.
Yeah, I
Hey
have
John, we have this drink. Yeah, it's like Solo. It's like a lemon soda, I guess. And they started making alcohol that was like basically
that's
like
good.
a remnant. It's basically meant to taste like Solo. And then they started, a whole shitstorm about it. 'Cause kids wanna drink
how do you
it.
spell it?
Solo,
S-O-L-O.
SOLO. But there's an alcoholic version as well.
Yeah.
It's
hard.
called like
That's-
hard rated or something, isn't it?
It's
Yeah, 'cause
nice.
they're pretty
isn't it?
strong.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I know it's nice, and they're strong too. I think. So,
Yeah, and you get a
or
sugar
at least
free
easy
one.
to slam.
I don't know. Let me
Really?
Mm.
I don't see shit. Ah, there it is. Solo Australian drink.
I think it's like
Hey.
Solo rated or something.
Solo, an Australian lemon flavored carbonated soft drink, currently manufactured under license by Asahi Breweries. There you go. I don't know any of this Australian
Asahi.
shit, man.
Have you tried Asahi beers?
No,
Or do they not have them in America?
not yet.
Oh, they're like a Japanese beer. They're good. They're good. That's how I start talking anytime I drink one.
I never. I'm not. I don't know much about Australia except for Lee Priest and Xavier. That's pretty much all I know. That's why I don't know much about anything else.
But I know I love you, and that's all I need to know.
How come America doesn't get any like Australian like TV shows or anything like that?
You do. You get neighbours, don't you?
I think the UK get Neighbours. I don't think it goes to America. Like I
Because
think our
America, I'll
shows go
tell
to
you
the
why.
UK,
This
but
is
not America.
why. I'll tell you why.
Lee, we don't
America
get.
fucking loves itself. America doesn't know the world fucking exists. You talk to most kids in American schools, they don't know jack shit about the rest of the fucking world. I was watching a podcast the other day,
Truth.
and they were asking people about just general questions. Who fought in the Civil War? And they're on a college campus. This arm's like, was that between the East and the West? It's like,
Yeah, they have no fucking clue. Yeah, I know.
nothing. I mean, like fucking retarded. But outside geography, they don't know about Australia. They wouldn't know about anything else because Americans are so into themselves. They think they're the best country in the world.
We are.
Now, fuck off. Australia.
We are. I've been. It's
I
it's
don't know.
official. I've been to like 3 other countries.
What?
It's
Canada?
official.
Canada?
The
Mexico?
Bahamas. The Bahamas.
Part of America.
Jamaica. Been to
Isn't
Jamaica.
that part of America, even though it's close.
You go to Jamaica or the Bahamas and you go, "This is your country."
Did Jamaica do what?
Sucks.
Did Jamaica suck your dick?
That's a dad joke. That's a perverted dad joke.
No, that's 5 gins in joke. Fuck you.
Oh, yeah.
I use that Jamaican joke all the time when I can. Like, you're making me hungry or something, Like,
Really? That's your 5th glass of gin? Are you serious?
Must be an Australian thing.
Is that really your 5th glass of gin today? Okay, never mind, Lee. Did you hear me?
The dogs are talking to me. Yes, I heard you. Did you say that's my 5th glass?
Is that really your 5th glass of gin?
Yeah, but I don't have like 1 shot in each one.
Yeah. So it's like having 5
It's still
shots.
5. It's still
Yeah,
5.
yeah.
What?
It's like having 5 shots.
It's watered down.
That makes all the difference.
You're a lush. You're a lush. Oh yeah, I've been to St. Martin too. That country sucks. America's definitely better than St. Martin. That's for sure.
You've been to fucking islands
likes
or
it.
been to Jamaica. I mean, it's like you haven't really been to a country like fucking Russia or Australia or fucking England. You've been to these little fucking islands.
It's official, okay? I talked to them by the swimmer bar. All right.
You got a passport stamped when you went there?
Yeah. I talked to Australians at the swimmer bar in the Dominican Republic, and I told them that America's the best, and they got really mad.
You know what makes Americans mad when Aussies talk about gun control? Then they get upset.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can't. Yeah, no, you can't fuck around.
Americans don't like when other people tell them what they should do.
Yeah. Especially
It is ironic, eh? It is ironic.
Holy shit! Even I got guns in my house. I actually only have one.
Let's blame Xavier for our thing because of Port Arthur in Tasmania, where you live. One guy goes on a shooting rampage, and they confiscate all our fucking guns.
Have you looked into the whole Martin Bryant thing? That story is weird.
You should look into that, John. It's like, it seems very. They reckon the shots were very professional, and he wasn't a good shot. They reckon it was like a whole big, like the whole conspiracies we've seen, the hook and all those sort of things. It's like,
wow, really?
It's crazy, yeah. Martin Bryant. It was the Port Arthur massacre down here in Tasmania. Yeah. It was about an hour from me.
We had one mass shooting, and they took all our guns. Fucking hell.
Well, the thing is,
killed about 30 odd people. I think.
Well, the thing is, it's in our constitution, so you know.
Yeah, but that's back in the old days, John.
It doesn't matter though. It's in our constitution. So what will happen is if they want to change the constitution, all the gun-loving Americans, which is most of them, will never vote for that fucking party again. So
did you ever like Jim Jeffries when he was doing that? He goes, back then it was like if you had road rage, he goes, you'd cut somebody off, and he's like, "You wait right there," and you had the old guy.
Yeah.
Don't you fucking move. And by the time you load it, you'd be like, "You're okay, you can go." It's like by the time you load. Or the other one where he's like, "We got to keep it in a safe." He goes, and someone breaks into your house. He's like, "You wait right there. What's the combination? Your mother's birthday. How the fuck would I know your mother's birthday? Don't you fucking go anywhere when I get this gun out."
Yeah. The thing is, nobody has a safe.
Yeah, it's the same here.
Nobody has a safe.
I reckon if you got fucking asshole kids, leave that fucking laying around loaded up. Fuck them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Ian Valier, he had a story once where he almost shot himself through the leg.
If you got a gun, play Russian roulette and put it to your head and roll the barrel. Bang, bang, bang.
What'd you say, Xavier?
One bullet. Ian Valier almost shot himself with his dad's gun through his leg.
I heard that, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And it went through like the floor of his house or something.
How did he almost do? Oh,
Did you know, here's a bit of trivia you probably don't know. I've told it once or twice, but when I used to hang out with Samir Banu, I'd went to Samir Banu's apartment. We'd go play on the beach at Malibu, play with the ball with Ali Mullah. Remember Ali Mullah back in the day as well? Good bodybuilder. Yeah.
Okay.
We'd go down to, but we went to his house, and Samir comes out of his bedroom like he's fucking Clint Eastwood. He's got this fucking gun in a holster, like the big Western things. And he comes walking out. "Hey, Lee," flicks the gun out and goes, "Shh," and it fucking fired a bullet through the wall and just fucking missed me. He goes, "Oh, I didn't know it was loaded."
Are you serious?
Yeah, Samir Banu almost took out Lee Priest.
Holy shit.
You almost got Alex Baldwin by Samir.
Yes.
If you had to get shot by anybody, at least it would have been a fucking Mr. Olympia champ.
Exactly.
What's with all the shootings with bodybuilders?
I had one Mr. Olympia, Chris Dickerson, want to bang my ass on the leg cool, and another one try and shoot
the other
me.
one. Yeah. Yeah.
And another one I almost sent to retirement, Ronnie Coleman. So there you go. That's my 3 Mr. Olympias.
That's it. Holy shit.
As a pro winner, he
zip that thing up.
Yeah, I know. Did you hear that? It's cold here down in Tasmania.
How you doing with yourself, Xavier? How's everything going on your side?
Things are going all right, man. Yeah, things are going all right. Things are progressing in the background,
He's got a new girlfriend.
Do you? Does she have big boobies?
No, not your type, John. Not your type. I'm more of an ass man.
Yeah.
Does she have a big ass?
For the size for her proportions, I'd say yes.
No, I like them big. I like big.
You like a big girl.
That's very personal there, John. What you ask like that? Does she have a tight vagina?
Yeah, that's where it cuts.
But that is
no more details. There's a line.
It's not his wife. I wouldn't say that about your wife, but your girlfriend. You want to know. You want to know the details.
Yeah, but it's a girl. It's not a. I'm seeing that person. It's progressed.
Oh,
it's
committed.
Excuse us.
Oh man, I'm sorry, man. What's her name? What's the girl's name?
No way. I'm not giving any information out.
Shaquina.
No fucking way.
Shaquina,
You got to remember,
I'm sorry.
my ex is a mental patient.
She's from Tasmania. His sister, you fuckwit. Google it.
Xavier's new girlfriend's name is Shaquina. So I'm sorry, Shaquina. Did not mean to talk about you.
Latika Wisha. Her name's
Shaquina Wills. Said my sister. You know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to change the last name. You know, it's easier.
Xavier is not on the live stream no more. Maybe too much boom boom. What the fuck?
Boom boom. Basil Brush used to go boom boom, Mr. Derek, boom boom.
Is Basil Brush Australian?
No? English. It's like Alf before Alf come along.
That's why we know it and you don't, John, because English stuff always comes to you.
We looked it up. It was before you got here. It was British. Yeah. We have, when it comes to puppets, we have the Muppet Show, right? We had Lamb Chop. We had Sesame Street, right?
Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, that was Sesame Street. That was Sesame Street. We are strong white. What the hell is this? Come on, fellas. We are strong white men not to embrace the exuded Jew. Jesus Christ.
What's it say?
We're not going to have a Jewish. You don't want to get your YouTube channel banned.
Jews on YouTube. You lose your YouTube channel when you make fun of Jews on YouTube. That's one. I do not. Yeah, no.
Don't touch it, John. Don't touch it.
It used to be it used to be don't make fun of the Italians. They like magicians. They make your ass disappear. Now it's the Jews. They make your YouTube channel disappear.
Well, the Jews, you know, back in the day, when what's his name was around back in the day, they thought they're having a white Christmas, but it was just their grandparents landing on their shoulder from the chimneys.
What?
Over in Germany, they thought they're having a white Christmas.
Oh,
it was just their grandparents on their shoulder.
Oh, I'm glad you said that.
Used the word cremation there.
Self-censored is exactly what the tiny hats want. Oh Jesus, I gotta. JT, you can't. I don't care. JT is a bodybuilding channel, not political channel. I'm not fucking making fun of the Jews. Forget it. It's awful. The Jews are off limits. Okay, they are the chosen ones. The
Jews killed Jesus. They killed Jesus. The Jews.
They were the chosen ones, and I do not want my YouTube channel taken down. So as far as I'm concerned,
okay, I'll be like Mel Gibson.
As far as I'm concerned, Mazel Tov.
John's like Benjamin Netanyahu, number one. There's a flag next. There's a flag next time. Israel flag in your background.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, just not fucking doing that. Who was the guy that said? Who was the rapper that said the Jews control everything? Kanye. Yeah, Kanye. And then the next day, he fucking he lost everything. It's like, well, that proved it.
Did you see how he's selling jewelry and stuff with the swastika on it now?
Are you serious?
Yeah, he had T-shirts. He put it on there. I'm like, do you know what? Like, I always wonder, like, because I'm like, it seems like after he started to come out and say more stuff, he seemed to then just like, I feel like he was being honest about some stuff, but he was going insane at the exact same time. I'm like, who knows? They could put stuff into his water. They could go with some sort of syringe and put it into the water of his house that would make him go like insane.
But when he was talking about the Jews too, he's talking about the producers who were Jewish. And you go back, even Michael Jackson back in the day, he did an interview once, and he was talking about Tommy Mottola and all these people who were Jewish and how they run the industry and take all their money.
Mottola's Italian. He's one of the very few. Yeah.
Oh, well, we're talking about the Jews. Michael Jackson's talking about the Jews as well in the industry, and they take all the money. So when he said the Jews, he didn't mean all the Jews. He just meant the ones that control the music industry and take all their money and diamonds and took all the artwork and stuff and hid it from Hitler.
Artwork's a funny one. The artwork's a funny one as well, with like how it's used with a lot of fraud and stuff. Like the whole, like, you know, the Biden thing as well, with Hunter Biden's paintings
it's like everyone
millions and millions because they're anonymous.
Remember, people got mad at Justin Bieber when he took a photo at Anne Frank's house. They're like, that's disrespectful. You're taking a photo at Anne Frank's house. It's like, you know, the Diary of Anne Frank, and like, I've been there. She wasn't hard to find. No wonder the
Can we
Germans.
take another turn, please? Because
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I went to Germany. There's signs everywhere. In Frank's house this way. No wonder the Germans found it. There's fucking signs everywhere telling you where the house is. She could have hid somewhere else.
They might have been there, put their maybe.
You know what movie I watched over the weekend for like the fifth time?
List.
Inglourious Bastards.
Did you like it?
Movie?
I didn't really
I
like it.
love that movie. I thought it was great.
I like that actor though. What's that actor's name? The older guy.
Waltz, Joe. What's his name?
Yeah. I just watched him in something the other day. A new movie. It was pretty good. I can't remember what it was.
That opening scene where they go to the dairy farm's house and he's hiding the Jewish girls underneath the family underneath the floor.
Yeah.
That was fucking brutal, man. That was brutal. But yeah, that was a good movie.
I know what it was. It's called Old Guy. Old Guy. He's an old hitman, and he has to train this new young hitman, and he doesn't want it because he still thinks he's got it. That guy's in it. It's just the new movie. Yeah.
Christoph Waltz. That's his name. Christoph Waltz.
The movie's called Old Guy. If you watch it, it's pretty good.
He was also in Django. Django was a good movie.
Oh, yeah.
Love that movie. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. My favorite scene in that movie is when they're looking for Jamie Foxx and they're looking for Christoph Waltz and they have the mess over their face and they can't see anything.
I can't even remember, dude. I saw that movie like just after it was at the cinemas, and like I just can't even remember it properly now. But I just remember I loved it.
Go back.
I could watch it again.
It's hilarious.
I just watched that. Was it 100 Ways to Die in the West? That Seth MacFarlane show, and in the end, Django turns up at the end. Remember?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, when it first came out. Yeah, what's her name was in that? The female comedian, I forgot. She plays the guy's wife, and she's a hooker at the same time.
What's her name was in it too? Charlize Theron, wasn't she? Wasn't she the main girl in it?
Yeah, Charlize Theron doesn't get enough credit.
She lost the plot though. She like Kamala. She lost the plot.
Yeah, it is what it is. But she was good when she played that serial killer.
Didn't even look like her, did it? That yeah.
You know, it's kind of fucked up. Why don't you just hire an ugly actress?
Exactly.
You know, why do you have to hire a beautiful actress and make her look ugly? Just fucking hire an ugly actress.
The new movie of Superman, Lex Luthor. They could have asked you. He's bald.
Yeah. Why do you have to?
And that actor who's charging $5 million, you would have done it for $1 million. They could have saved $4 million.
I would have did it for I would have did it for a Big Mac.
No, don't go that low, John. Come on, at least a Happy Meal.
I got no sponsors. What am I supposed to do? Xavier, do you remember when I first came out and I sponsored your show for like what 3 months or something like that?
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah.
That was my old channel. Yeah, bet you didn't know that. Bet you didn't know that, Lee.
The Muscleverse shoot get back to you yet?
No, actually, I don't think he knows how to use Instagram very well.
I didn't go on there much because somebody else tried to contact him, and I had to tell him that they were trying to contact him. I'm pretty sure I told him you were also. Then he said, "Oh yeah, I saw them."
I appreciate that. Yeah,
he's very slow to get.
He goes, I can't find because he messaged me because what happened was I sent him an email, not an email. I sent him an email and I sent him a mess DM, and he goes, I can't see it. Can you send it again? And I was like, check your hidden DMs because when you that's where it is when you don't know the person, they're in your hidden DMs.
But there's hidden ones, but then there's another hidden one. There's two hidden.
Yeah, that's right. There's like
dumb.
hidden.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, absolutely.
Mine was actually wrong. Mine was the other way around. It said, it's when I clicked all, it only showed the highlights, and then when I clicked highlights, then it showed all my messages. So it's like back to front.
Oh shit! I don't know.
You're a bit back to front down there. So
Exactly.
Oh God! All right, gentlemen. It's been over an hour. Xavier, thank you.
It's been a pleasure, John. Thank you for having me on.
What's the thing's called? Buzzy Bear? What is it called? But the fucking puppet? Yeah, what's it called? Blowjob. Basil Brush. Basil Brush.
I'll give you
what was the koala we had?
I'll give you a little tail. Give you a little tail rub.
Xavier, you do this. He does this to you too?
No. I would do this stuff to my kids, but, but no. I haven't had it done to me, though. I think
of you two as my children, that's all.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Time to sleep now, John. Betty bye time. Basil Brush says Betty bye time. Good night.
Good night, Basil Brush. Holy shit, he's got me talking to a goddamn puppet.
I don't get to talk to it. I knew I'd get you to talk to it.
Oh my God.
We should get Dave on here because then he can have a Steve
Hello.
Blackman puppet too.
Hello.
Oh yeah, really.
Hello.
All right, gentlemen.
All right,
Thank you very much. Xavier, thank you for coming on, brother. Always a pleasure. Lee, I will see you soon. I obviously will text you about
this Thursday. I don't think I'll be on because I got to go get a cardiac MRI on Thursday.
What's wrong with?
I went to the heart guy and they said I had the heart thing done. He goes, "Oh, we might just send you off and get a MRI card." I hate them MRI machines. You get claustrophobic in them fuckers.
Yeah, I know. You gotta do it for your heart, or is it cataract or cardiac? Oh,
cardiac.
Oh man,
so my days could be numbered. So just appreciate what I put into this show with Basil Brush, you motherfucker.
Is that Thursday our time?
Yes. Oh, hello now. You Chinese.
It's a very accurate skin tone to yours.
You can't fucking drive, you Chinese people. You fucking stupid.
Lee.
No.
A Chinese guy goes to the eye doctor. The eye doctor says to him, "Oh, I know what your problem is. You have a cataract." And the Chinese goes, "No, I don't. I got a Rican Continental."
Wait.
Oh, he's here all day. You won't talk about the Jews, but you'll fucking lay it into the Chinese.
Oh, the Chinks don't know all night. They know.
You say the Chinks, did you?
The Chinks.
The green thing went from monetized to demonetized.
The yellow skin fever. Yellow skin
all the time.
Oh, yeah. Very good. Thank you all.
All right, screwballs. I'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Later.